What's going on out there, peeps? All right. So, look, I did a couple of these like live videos in the evening. You guys seem to like those a lot. It gives me an opportunity to answer questions as you guys post them in real time. So it makes it real easy. So I'm trying to get better at that, and I'll continue to do more. I just want to say thank you for all of you who tune in to watch. So again, it's a pretty good number of people that are live when the videos are posted. So yeah, I surely do appreciate that. I just want to bring that up. All right, you guys, let's get into what's going on in Iraq. But before we do, keep in mind, everybody, if you're considering buying any type of precious metals, please give a consideration to our friends over at Money Metals Exchange. They have been awesome for our subscribers, and I really appreciate all the great work that they do in helping my subscribers and get stocked up on precious metals. The link will be in the description. If this is your first time buying there and you buy more than $100 worth of precious metals, just put in the promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and you will get a ½ ounce of silver for free. And I'll take that, man. That's for sure. Quick reminder that we have Pimpy's investment chat. In here, we do talk about the gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, foreign currency investments. So come on over here. No politics in here because I still got people posting stuff in there. And this is not a political group. It's a great community. It's done a really good job about helping one another out when it comes to investing into just about anything. I've seen a lot of great chats in there, so I appreciate it. It's a nice little community. Don't get me wrong. We get some tuffles from here to there, but that's okay. Hit anything in front of your eyes. This is the second group we have. And in here, we do talk about NESARA, GESARA, political things that people consider to be a conspiracy, like QAnon, even though I don't. But anyways, yeah, I want to invite you guys to come join us over here. There'll be a link for both groups in the description, as well as Money Metals. Come on over. Kurdistan and the United Nations discussed the disputed situations and the Baghdad herbal files. There's our friend right there, Miss Blacksheart, I guess is how you pronounce it. But nonetheless, she's there. So the Ministry of Interior and the Kurdistan Regional Government, Ahmed, discussed with the Special Representative of the Secretary General of the United Nations, Miss Blacksheart, Thursday to address the problems between Erbil and Baghdad. A statement by the ministry received by the news stated that the discussion focused on normalizing the conditions of the disputed areas between Erbil and Baghdad, the current conditions of the displaced and refugees, and the latest efforts to address the outstanding problems between the regional and federal government. So I know there was talk. Here's what gets me, all right? These people were displaced because of ISIS. So my thing is, just let them go back in to where they lived. I mean, you know what I mean? If they were illegally forced out, then it shouldn't be a problem just to bring them back to their original homes. I mean, in here it talks about bringing them back to their place of origin. Yeah, I don't understand why just don't bring them back in. You know what I mean? If you have people who are illegally removed from their place of living or left because of fear, then just have them come back to where they are. Just help them pack up, get back in, get settled. You should be good to go. So yeah, this is something that's pretty crazy. Anyways, look at this. The statement added that improving the conditions of refugees and displaced persons in the camps in efforts to return them to their place of origin were another focus of the meeting. Yeah, help them get back home. I don't think that's too much to ask for. I mean, they should get their own place back. Looky here, a second day in a row, huh? Gold touches record levels and a dollar is on the rise. Look at that 1,000-gram bar. Yeah, that would be nice. I would love to have that. So it looks like, again, gold everywhere, for that matter, is performing really good. Although there's a slight drop in price, it's nothing big. You can see it's still supported at the 2,045 level. Silver was up to 30, came down just a little bit. These are just normal market corrections. What I don't like, again, it's still following the pattern of the market, which means it's not quite decoupled yet. Okay, here's the Dow. It went down slightly. Gold went down slightly. Silver went down slightly. So very interesting. But for many of us, we jumped in on this at a great time. So I'm happy to see gold continue to perform very well. Again, if you're thinking about buying precious metals, please give a consideration to our friends over at Money Metals. Okay, so it says gold prices rose towards record highs on Thursdays as a weak U.S. data rocked jobs in dollars and raised concerns about the recovery of the global economy affected by the Rona. So here's my thing. We have 1.7 million jobs were created in July. So, I mean, I wouldn't say that's a bad thing. That's pretty good. But, and then not only that, our unemployment rate dropped down to 10. We're almost back in single digits. And to think, you know what I mean? We're being held prisoners in our house and not let back to work. Not of our own free will, but nonetheless. Can you imagine what happens once this Rona thing gets done? Or they remove the hold on Rona, everybody gets back to work? Our economy is going to be jamming. So anyways, it says on here that there are real concerns about whether the global economy recovery will continue as casualties continue to rise in the United States. It will. We'll get back there sooner or later. People are starting to rise up around the world against this so-called quarantine. It's not a quarantine. You're being put on house arrest. And in my opinion, they're just pushing your buttons to see how long they can get away with this. Well, people in other countries are rising up in large numbers, and I mean large, hundreds of thousands of people protesting. So, yeah, but this isn't surprising. Gold on the rise. The resignations of a U.S. Department official. So the U.S. Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, confirmed that this U.S. envoy to Iran, Brian Hook, will leave his post, this is what gets me. I don't even know why he was still there. I believe this is John Kerry's friend. And we know that John Kerry definitely has been violating, I believe it's the Hatch Act. He's been running over there and discussing U.S. policy without anybody's authority. But yeah, this guy's not surprised, man. They should have removed him long ago. So I don't know what's going on there, but it's better now than never. Pompeo added that Thursday that L.A. Abrams, Venezuela's envoy, would take over the Iran file after a transitional period. Yeah, good. Anybody that's tied into the Obama administration, I would not want working with me, considering all the stuff we're finding out in the news, to be quite honest with you. Okay, so Saleh and Al-Kadhimi stressed the importance of holding early and fair elections in compliance with the government program. So they were talking about dissolving the government, and I thought, well, it's interesting that they're thinking about still doing it now. And the only thing I could think of is we know there have been several reports about these Iranian-backed parliament blocs trying to team up and trying to do what they can to slow down or stop Al-Kadhimi from doing what he's doing, especially having some kind of agreement worked out with the United States. So, yeah, if these people are going to get in the way of Al-Kadhimi doing what he needs to do to improve the lives and improve the country of Iraq, then get him the hell out of there. Send him over to Iran if they like it there so much. The president of the Republic, Barham Saleh, Thursday in Baghdad, met with the Prime Minister Al-Kadhimi, and the two sides discussed the overall political, security, health, and economic condition in the country and emphasized the necessity of holding early and fair elections in compliance with what is included in the government program. Yes, and you can imagine what's going to happen when the elections come. You're going to see a ton of representatives, most likely from the United Nations. You're going to see a lot of people probably from the United States there doing what they can to make sure that the elections are held safe and fair. That is, if Trump remains in office. Have no doubt, if Trump is not in office, you can imagine the chaos that's going to take place as Iran assumes their role of starting to take over and dominate the Middle East, just like it was meant to be. That's according to this new world order push right now. So, the news received a copy. The president of the Republic and a minister stressed the need to continue chasing the remnants of terrorists, perpetrating the momentum of our security forces. Victories, preserving the gains achieved, and establishing security in all cities. And ways to address the Rona and support for medical authorities were all discussed. Yeah, because again, part of them part of them getting back their sovereignty is the fact that they can defend themselves. You know what I mean? Most importantly, stick up for and provide safety for their citizens. That's a big thing for them to be doing, because recently was done by the coalition. So yeah. This would be a big step for them to, definitely, this is what we're looking for, right? So, Good. There's not a whole lot going on right now. I'm not surprised about gold and silver. This has been happening around the world. Again, you can see there was a slight correction to the prices. Slightly went down, very little. I see they're on the way down slowly. Let's see what happens over the day. I'll be curious what happens at the end of the day and how much they went down, but it won't be very much in my opinion. Again, just a quick reminder, if you're considering going out and buying precious metals, please give our friends over at Money Metals Exchange some consideration. The link is in the description. If you haven't bought from there before and you buy more than $100 worth of precious metals, use promo code Pimpy and get a free ½ ounce of silver. All right, you guys, that's it for now. Again, I think this next week coming up is probably going to be bigger for us, because remember, these guys are supposed to have these differences already hammered out. So all they're supposed to do is get that signed, and then yeah, let's let the United Nations give their thumbs up and how happy they are about this, and then just prepare for Al-Qadimi's visit over here. That would be big for us. All right. All right, if you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel. And I'm happy to announce that I am down to 36% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribers. That's pretty good, man. That's really impressive. All right, I'll catch you later.